Okay, this is going to be a little video on my ejection charges from my rockets. First of all, I take some solid copper wire, clip it, cut off the ends, and then wrap it with this super thin, it's called nichrome wire, and wrap it around the two ends. That way when the electricity goes through it, that little tiny wire will glow red hot. Then I've got this kit that I bought online called Quick Dip 28, which is a mixture of black powder and some other things. I pour in acetone to it, and it makes a real nice, almost like latex paint coating on the end of my wire that I put that thin wire on. Then I dip it in this top coat, which is kind of like a clear fingernail polish, and that will create this tip that will ignite. Put some heat shrink tubing on the end of it, and there you go, one electronic igniter. Then you go to the grocery store. These are some pretty thick and hardy straws. They're plastic. I mean, you can't even bend it. And what I do is I cut them with an X-Acto knife to that length. And then I'll take this hot glue and glue up both ends after I put some 3F powder inside there with the igniter. Now what I've done is I put the hot glue down there. Filled up the bottom with hot glue, put a paper towel on it to keep it clean. Then I packed it with a party streamer wadding, which is basically your party streamer. Put 1/8 of a teaspoon of black powder in there. Then put in the electronic igniter. Now I'm going to fill it up with another couple of with probably another 2 scoops of 1/8 teaspoon of black powder. Put another party streamer in, and then top that off with more hot glue. So this is what I ended up with. This is my first, this is a smaller version. I want to see if this will work. It's much less powder. As long as it's compressed enough, it should make an explosion. If that doesn't pop the parachute, then I've got these bigger ones made out of some vinyl tubing. Basically, it's a vinyl hose with the same ejection charge. But that one's actually got some electronic igniters that I bought. These other ones are the ones I made, so there may be a difference. Here is my top half of the rocket. I've got the ejection charge in there. There's sitting in there with some fireproof wadding. My parachute wrapped in a fireproof red blanket, and then the nose cone should pop off with the pressure. And I'm going to try to do it with this long wire out on the patio. My computer and ignition systems are all going to run off a 9-volt battery, so that's what I'm going to try and light it with. If that doesn't work, I'll go with more voltage, but this wire may be too long and cause some resistance. Okay, so it's sitting out there with that small charge I made. I'll grab my battery, and we'll see what happens. Nothing. I think it's because the wire's too long for that 9-volt. Let's get it some more voltage. So this is a 12-volt system running on 3200 milliamps. If that won't light it, then there must be some kind of an issue. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Hang on.
Now, the forecast.
Still nothing. Okay, let's try my ignition system for the rocket engines. There we go. I don't have a continuity check. Something's not wired up right. Yep. No continuity. A wire's come disconnected somewhere. Yeah, I just did a continuity check on this one, and it's not showing that there's a connection. So let's throw this one set in the sink for now. Let's see if we got a continuity check with this one. Okay, it's out there sitting on the barbecuer. Off. Armed. Yep, we got continuity check. So that igniter is good. So let's put that back in our rocket and see what happens with that 9-volt battery. Okay, I just checked it again after I put it back together, and I've got continuity. So let's see what happens when I connect this to the 9-volt battery. If I can do this with one record and do it with the other hand. Gosh dang it. There we go.
Yeah, this is very unusual this year to see 5 deaths related to hunting. When we've had statistics since 2006, and between 2006 and 2024, we've only
Okay, we're still not getting.
hunting-related deaths due to lightning. This year,
I'm gonna put the phone down because I don't think it's gonna light.
so very highly unusual. But the one thing that you do have to remember is it doesn't matter what time of the season it is, what time you're doing. If you're outside,
Okay, no, that didn't work. So we're gonna hook it up to the launch system. See if it launches that way. I at least want to see, because I know this will probably light with a shorter wire. Okay, I got continuity. See what happens. Oh yeah. That was awful. All that did was pop the nose cone off. The parachute almost came out. So definitely the small ones aren't going to work. Well, it blew the it blew it up pretty good. I don't see anything left. Oh well. All right, we'll hook up the bigger one and see what that does. Okay, here we go. Bigger charge this time. Let's see if this goes with the 9-volt battery. So, what I'm trying to do is hold the camera with one hand and
As October drew to a close in 1991, a large and powerful extratropical cyclone pounded the eastern seaboard. Known as the
nope, it's not working with that 9-volt battery. Maybe that 9-volt battery is dead. Let me try another 9-volt battery just to be safe. Because it says that these are LiPo 9-volt batteries and they're 1300 milliamps, which is enough to light that charge. So maybe that battery's just dead or something. Okay, well that looked like that worked. Yeah, that battery was just dead. Let's see what we got. Everything came out. It actually shoved the rocket back a little bit. It came completely out. Parachute came out. Everything came out. We're good. That's what they call dog barf. It's actually insulation that's coated with a flame retardant. You can buy like a big bale of it at Home Depot for like 15 bucks, so that should last me a couple years. At least, if not longer. Alright, while we're out here, the flame-proof fire blanket only got a little scorch right there. It looks like where the cord was going into the blanket. The parachute itself is not burnt at all. That's good. Shroud lines are all good. A little bit of a scorch mark here. But it's just a scorch. It's just almost like it's cosmetic, so. Okay, we're gonna definitely have to go with this bigger one.